Hey, this is Jack DeSena here with Chris Smith.
We are Chris and Jack of the YouTube channel Chris and Jack. You're listening to the Can't Sit Still podcast. Guys, get ready for some news made funny and informative.
So enjoy. Can't sit still. It's the Quenchiest. Take it away, JJ.
We'll tell you when to applaud and then when to laugh.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
yeah, it'll be great.
Okay.
Okay, if you could just do most of the heavy lifting.
Be ideal.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Can't Sit Still podcast. I'm your host as always, JJ. Joining me today is my co-host, Delavan.
I'm not here.
And Alex.
I'm just hoping the audio doesn't fuck up for the third time today.
We're working on, there's differences every week. Nothing's ever the same, and we'll get there eventually.
But JJ, this is our last episode ever, right?
No, not ever.
Not ever?
No,
oh,
not
man,
ever.
you got to come back.
Of 2020, yes, because we're going to take a break after this one, I believe. Let me look at a calendar. I don't have a calendar. Oh, man.
I'll tell you, yes, this is going to be the last for this year. And then we're going to take about a 2-week hiatus.
Yeah, and we're going to try and get some shit figured out so that this works better.
Mm-hmm.
We're aware that there is some weird audio issues, like if someone's listening through one earbud or maybe a car stereo or Bluetooth, something doesn't work right with our recorder. That's what we're doing over here. There's a new mic in play with a fancier stand and a regular guy. We also have a live studio audience.
average guy.
Audience, can we get a woo?
Woo.
My wife is here.
Hopefully it'll pick up.
She stuck along. Yeah, okay, so we're going to come back second week of January. I think that's season 2 is going to start.
What are we titling it?
Season 2?
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah,
no, that
Electric
was
Boogaloo?
that was the answer. Season 2.
Yeah, season 2
We're just
Electric
gonna call it
Boogaloo.
season 2. You guys couldn't come up with anything like more.
Do they
creative than that?
typically
Just
name
said.
seasons anything other than that? Series 2, we could do that.
What about Mark II?
More like MK.
I feel like they're all,
Yeah.
just...
We're just doing a whole
Kinda
reboot
pointless.
after the.
That's what I named my M&M spreadsheets. I got M&M Mark 1 and Mark 2.
Have you told the? Yeah, you've told the podcast about your M&M spreadsheets.
Probably. I haven't shown them.
No,
You
can do
ought
that
to
now.
share it. Share it with like everybody.
That would be a lot of work.
Just put a link out there.
It's not. It's barely self-sustaining. Like if you open up the spreadsheet, it is very janky and almost crashes. So
Sounds like the person making the sheet.
I don't know what I'm doing. no one's fighting that. I'll admit to that. This week I'm playing with a mechanical pencil that doesn't seem to have any lead in it. It does.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely.
And I'm going to try and creak my chair a little less than last week.
No, do a ton. Just all
As-
sorts of creaking.
People also might be realizing that the podcasts are not coming out at 9 a.m. on Sundays anymore. And that's because things keep going wrong.
As we're trying to get better with our editing, it is taking a little bit longer to do so. And so that just kind of...
For anyone who might be listening to the audio podcast might be like, better at editing. It's shit. But the video is okay. There's a
the
zoom.
video editing.
There's a jump cut.
We'll call it decent.
It's better than it was.
Yes, for sure.
And it's a lot of work. And I accidentally saved over its own. It was a big mistake last week. And this week we're recording on Saturday night. So it's not going to be up Sunday morning. I can tell you that.
Christmas and everything, jolly.
Yeah, this is the Christmas episode.
Which we should have filmed last week. Thinking back, we should have had a Christmas themed episode last week.
I thought about that too. Well, because we had do we have a new cameo intro?
Today? No. This week? Yes.
Okay, we probably won't. I was gonna have you get one from Santa. There was a Muppet Santa cameo, and I was like, "How cool would that be?"
Let's do Baby New Year's.
I
Oh God!
don't know about that. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I want it to be the oldest guy you can find. If you do
Well, why don't
find
we
that.
do one with
Father
Baby and Baby New Year's and then Father Time?
That makes too much sense for this podcast. I can't-
It
can't
also
do
doesn't
that.
even seem fun.
Sure it does. You just have Grandpa taking care of Baby.
This is a podcast where we talk about news and current events, and actually not really. We talk about funny, offbeat news and current events, and we try and make the news cycle as funny and informative as possible. I didn't take a deep enough breath for that.
Good breath.
This
good
is
breath.
exactly what I'm talking about from last week.
The fat, the fat breathing.
Maybe space out your breaths.
Yeah, I I try and fit too much into one.
We're not
breath.
here to get winded on the show.
Let's see. There is one political topic in here, but it's funny. I promise it's not going to get too political.
There's been a lot of political topics that have been kind of funny this year.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about anything big news related, but we will say, thoughts and prayers out to Nashville.
Yeah.
hope I'm not even sure. I haven't really been too fully updated on it.
There's not really a whole lot of stuff out there yet. So
yeah. I know that someone posted a Reddit post that I saw like as I was walking in here today was a post of like 6 police officers that ran in and saved a bunch of people before it exploded. It's good on them. But other than that, we try and be funny. Try. Emphasis on try. And
some of us are better than others.
So let's
Alex being the best of us.
Let's get started today with we'll go with Delvin for this one because it has to do with like really annoying laws, copyright laws specifically for Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
So when you think of Sherlock, have you seen anything? Have you seen anything, Alex?
Just anything ever.
Have you seen anything?
I don't know. But
Name your favorite movie.
Have you seen any
The
Sherlock?
Lion King.
What?
The Lion King's my favorite movie.
Oh,
Really?
You know what?
Yeah.
That's surprising. A little bit.
Might be the last movie I saw too. Who knows?
First
First
about the
and
cartoon
last.
one that came out in like '93
Yes.
when you were born in what '96?
97.
Oh shit.
I was 96, just so you know.
Who cares?
Yeah, nobody does.
So when you think of Sherlock Holmes, what do you think of his personality?
Personality?
Yes.
Witty.
And
I guess sleuth-like. I mean, that's really the two things that I get from Sherlock Holmes is witty and sleuthy.
do you want to know why that is?
Why is that?
Because the copyright law is not around the character of Sherlock Holmes, but the way that he is portrayed.
Okay.
Basically he's out of copyright, but the Arthur Conan Doyle estate sues if Sherlock is seen as cheerful, happy, nice to women, because there was like a thing going on with the books when he wrote them. At some point, someone died in like World War I, and that kind of changed how he did the writing of Sherlock Holmes. But if you read his original text, versus like Benedict Cumberbatch. That was legitimately a slip up, Cumberbatch. Benedict Cumberbatch's where he's like very dry, kind of mean, like a dick. That's because they can't portray him as being nice. There was a lawsuit with in this. I just realized I didn't actually put the name of the movie that came out on Netflix with Millie Bobby Brown. Is like Sherlock Holmes' little sister. What do we got? Enola Holmes. Thank you, studio audience. Enola Holmes, because what was it? Henry Cavill who played Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
He was too nice, and he was like nice to dogs in the movie instead, like petted them, and like he's not allowed to do that. So there was the Arthur Conan Doyle estate sued like Time Warner or whoever made the.
But technically, is there an actual lawsuit there because the story is not directly following him?
But it's his portrayal.
Okay.
And he's in it. Sherlock Holmes is in it, and Sherlock Holmes was nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a Sherlock Holmes to realize how bad that was.
Should I cut that one out? Do you want to cut that one out?
No.
It's
His
staying
whole
in.
thing is...
And I'm going to put a cricket.
Jokes don't land.
Put a cricket in there.
Oh, the return of the cricket.
So according to theguardian.com, which is where I read it, the suit claimed that Springer's novels, in which she created a younger sister for Holmes in the film adaptation starring Millie Bobby Brown, and her title role made extensive use of the copyright stories, and just basically they said that Sherlock Holmes was too nice. But in response, the defendants argue that in feelings and personalities and traits and emotions were not protectable. Basically, they're saying they're actually like telling the judge, they're like, listen, we know that this has been a ongoing thing with the Doyle estate, them claiming Sherlock Holmes has been too nice. We're not saying that we didn't make Sherlock Holmes nice. We're saying that that's a bullshit claim. You cannot trademark someone's emotions. And what ended up happening was that they settled out of court, so we really never will get that perfect.
Look, I believe you could. I mean, because that's essentially what makes a character, right?
Is
that they portray themselves in their... specifically personality traits, being funny, being fun, or maybe in this case, not being fun, anything like that. That is what defines a character.
The buzzwords in this were warmth, kindness, empathy, or respect. And respect to women was also another thing in a separate part of the article. And they said that these emotions belong to the public and not the plaintiff. They ended up settling out of court. I would have been interested to see where the lawsuit went if they were not going to defend their adaptation of the character, but actually attack the plaintiff as a whole.
Yeah.
But they ended up, like I said, settling out of court for undisclosed like amount of money or whatever. I'm sure
I
movies companies will, if you could get away with just giving a little bit of money just to save the hassle of going into court for like 2-3 years.
That's essentially. I mean, it's just a cost benefit analysis that you have to go through on that. But I kind of agree with the whole copyright claim on it, anyways.
Dude.
Because if you write a character to be a specific thing, and you want that character to be a specific thing, and then you don't fully portray it as you're supposed to, that's almost a defamation of the character.
So who are you agreeing with?
He's agreeing with the estate.
Yeah, with the estate.
You know what? And I kind of agree with the estate too.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to follow the copyright laws. The copyright laws in America are fucking just have been Frankenstein together ever since.
They really have.
Ever since Disney died.
They're gonna get worse too.
Ever since,
Yes, they are.
Yes, they will, because basically it's like now, this is not the original law. Now it's like after 70 years after the original creator of a character or story dies, it becomes free
use, I think.
Public domain.
Yeah, public domain. And Disney, Warner Brothers, and everybody, like, they're, because to protect Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse from just being bastardized and everything, they go ham on.
I mean, he kind of got bastardized in Big Chungus, but they couldn't really control that.
They started that. They animated him as Big Chungus. All right, Jacob, put up a picture of Big Chungus.
I feel like everybody's gonna know what you're talking about.
It doesn't matter. My mom won't, but she doesn't watch the video anyway.
Yeah.
That every time I rewatch these podcasts and I hear myself, Jacob, put up a picture, I go, man, why do I keep saying that? Even last week, I think I told myself to edit in a picture of an anglerfish, and I just put in the corner, like, why would I do that? Everyone knows fish. If you don't know fish, has nothing to do with the story.
Just imagine the ugliest fish you can think of. That's what it was.
So basically, that's the whole thing. I just thought that was interesting that.
So how much did they end up settling out of court for?
Didn't say. Didn't disclose. But if there is anything, I'll keep everyone posted.
I'm sure it was at least $1.
I bet it's more than $1.
Maybe $2.
And
You're
now
feeling generous.
Probably $2. You're right.
$2.
Yeah.
But is it one of those
Do I hear
$2 bills?
I have so many of those $2 bills at home. Could I just buy the rights to show
I'll
off
pay you
homes?
for one. I want one.
Really?
I'll give you $2 for a $2 bill.
Can we do this after the podcast,
You're
guys?
right. Yeah. Hey, this next one's for you.
Oh no.
Finger licking fun.
Oh no, not the kid. Oh.
Go ahead. KFC has announced its new console/chicken warmer, and at first no one could tell if it was a joke. Originally going viral back in June, I never saw it in June.
I didn't see it in
after
June
the
either.
PS5. Something they released something for the PS5, and I saw this on their Twitter dated like June 6th. They had a trailer for the KFC console. It seems to have like a power button and a disc tray, which
The
is
disc
weird.
tray is a chicken tendy warmer.
I knew that it's meant
That's
like that. The chicken
hilarious.
tenders are at some point supposed to act as the heat sink,
Yeah.
which is basically supposed to pull heat away.
Yeah.
And everyone was so confused this past week because it has some really good fucking like specs.
Oh yeah, it actually looks like a
4K.
really decent computer.
240 FPS. Let's see. I have some other stuff. NUC 9 GPU. Nook 9.
That's like an Intel based system. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
apparently.
Intel Nook 9.
We got the
Seagate.
best tech guy in the business right here.
For audio.
Seagate. Seagate Barracuda 1 terabyte SSD for storage. Ray tracing. I don't know what that means.
That means it has like at least like a GTX like 300 or 3000 series GPU, in
which
it.
is like high. That's
Yeah.
not brand new because it wasn't the brand
no,
new.
they're
Like
basically brand new.
I thought it was like the 360 was the new
2080 or the 2080s could do that too. So maybe it's 2000 or newer series GPU.
one. This
just
is
lost
really
so
just for
many-
us.
so
No,
many
we didn't lose
listeners.
everybody. We're still going. It's got a one thing that's pretty big. It's got a like easily swappable GPU like insert. It's a really good computer.
And it warms your chicken
And
tenders
it
when
warms
you're
your
playing.
tendies. And it's like roughly the same shape and size of a KFC bucket. For a PC of that power, that's a pretty good sized PC. That's
Yeah.
small.
It's nothing you could make yourself
Yeah.
easily. So
But I wonder, no release date, no price. I want one so bad, but I know
bet
I'm
it's
not
gonna
going
be
to
at least $3,000.
No, it's going to be at least $3,000. It's
Yeah.
going to be $5,000. And they're going to get scalped immediately out the gate, and they're going to sell for 10 on eBay.
You just gotta be quicker than scalpers.
Got to be quicker than that.
my only thing is I wonder because computers are so good at like cooling themselves now. I just wonder how warm it's going to actually keep the tendies. Because if there's not enough heat put off by the computer, the tendies are just going to get
I
lukewarm.
think,
then
and
it's
this is
just
where I
mediocre.
say this is a terrible idea. I think that it has its own chicken heater, which is terrible because you don't want to put a heater next to a computer.
When I read it, it was supposed to be off the heat sink.
That's what I heard, but looking at it, whatever that was,
When you're
looking at it, it looks like it has a heater, like a heating element.
And Cyberpunk was supposed to have all this other stuff too, and it didn't have any of that. So
Listen,
yeah,
man,
that's pretty fair.
We went around town today. This is the day after Christmas, and we went into a bunch of stores. The amount of PS4 Cyberpunks that are on the shelves right now.
honestly, those are going to be collector's items in a few years. You should pick one up.
You
if
think they're going to
half
get
off.
go like the way of the ET game for Atari? You remember that, where they all got buried in the landfill?
that, or they're just going to update the game and it's going to be playable in a couple months.
It's gonna take a couple months, but yeah, it's not gonna be collectible. It's not gonna. Now, if they had a PS3 one,
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I think just the PS3 whole thing crashes. So basically, also I love their tweet was the console war was over, like italicized was, and then they and it's not even a console.
It's just a PC.
It's a PC.
Yeah. But I mean, most like modern consoles are just a PC too. They just have a different OS on them.
Yeah, that's the thing. But man, I'm excited about this. I want one so bad, and I know I'm not gonna get one.
I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah, look into it. Maybe we can use
depending
the
on how
company
much they
card.
are.
Yeah, I mean, we could use the company
No,
card.
we cannot.
We might be able to use the company
We
card.
cannot
We'll
use the
keep
company
everyone
card.
updated on the company card. Jacob put the numbers at the bottom of the screen for the company card.
Please don't. Please, for the
Use
love
the
of God, don't.
smile.amazon.com link, by the way, if you use it.
Thank you.
when
It's
it donates
affiliate
to charity.
marketing.
Oh, okay. We don't have an affiliate link.
No, it donates
We
to
should.
charity when you use the Smile.
Smile?
Yeah,
Oh,
smile.amazon.com. It donates to charity
Dude, I had no idea.
Oh, all right. Everybody do that. And then also use our affiliate link.
that we don't have.
We can.
No, I think they have to. It doesn't matter. Let's see. How long have we been recording for?
Only like
long
18
enough.
minutes.
18 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of that was bullshitting at the beginning, so
That is
we're
very
basically like a
true.
quarter of the way through the episode.
Okay. Might be a short episode this week.
So not only are we ditching them for 2 weeks, but we're giving them a short episode. At the
We're giving
very
them
end of
the last
season.
episode of the season is fucking terrible. And I'm thinking right now if I'm going to cut this out or not. Probably not. I need to lengthen
Apparently
the
we need the
episode. I
time.
can't cut
Yeah.
anything.
Apparently,
You
we
heard
need
of filler
the time.
kids?
Oh my god. Okay. I usually put my own little quirky title. I couldn't beat the title of this one. An illegal winery was found in the sewage plant in Alabama.
Toilet wine, huh?
Toilet wine. The very first thing I wrote was the whole new term for toilet wine.
It's toilet wine.
Authorities have called it
Can we buy a bottle?
I don't know if I would, man.
I don't know. We should try it. If we're gonna buy a KFC PC, man, I don't like the way that's
It's the
set
KF
at all.
console.
Thank you.
That's better. If we're gonna buy a KF console with the company credit card, we can buy one bottle of this toilet wine.
It was all seized by the police.
I'm sure we could.
There's some
still
Well, the guy who was
buy-
making it went to prison, so
But so he knew how to do it.
he's going to be making more in those toilets.
Yeah.
He's already ready. That's it. We got a laugh from the studio audience. It threw me off. The authorities call it one of the largest illegal wine productions operations they've ever seen.
Do they come across a lot?
In Alabama, I don't think so. More moonshine country.
I was gonna say,
I don't think
I
Alabama's
just feel
actually
like
really big
wine.
for moonshine. I think it's more like West Virginia and stuff like that, where the Appalachians are, because then they have like cover. with
Alexa,
trees.
where was the Dukes of Hazzard placed?
Georgia,
Is that true? All right.
Hazard County.
Yeah. Did you watch Dukes of Hazzard?
Oh, all the
Did you
time.
just watch the movie with Johnny Knoxville?
No, I watched
The OG
my,
one?
My grandma and grandpa loved to watch it all the time, and so I watched it as well. That being said, though, I kind of actually like the movie more than the show.
Because there's nudity.
No, it's not even about that. It's just I felt like there was a better story in that one movie than in most episodes.
Better than what was the one that came out before that one? There was like another shitty Dukes of Hazzard movie that came out before the Johnny Knoxville one.
Was there?
Yeah, I think they were in like high school.
But yeah, there was. But I thought that was after.
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, because it has one of my. It has an actor I like in it. I wouldn't say one of my favorite actors, but an actor I like in it.
Let's give it a Google because I'm running out of topics.
Well, that's great. We're back to
Where did
JJ
the
Google.
Australian accent come from, by the way? I don't think they're Australian. And
There is an Australian in the movie, so
Okay.
Idiot.
I don't watch movies. So
I'm your resident Dukes of Hazzard expert.
if
the
you
only
if you ask me about toilets in Tokyo, though, I'm your guy.
I've done extensive research. All right, I'm not getting anything other than the 2005 one. I think
Yeah.
if that's in 2005, you're probably right.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter.
I'm pretty positive of it.
So let's see. No official numbers were given of the size of the operation, but based on a quick assessment of the photos that the police had provided, they had lugged off about 300 bottles worth of the fermented wine.
So why is it illegal? Because I assume there's an FDA issue,
I think I have something for that. Basically, because not only were they doing it and selling it, which is one illegal part, they were doing it on government property, and a government employee was doing it using some government
okay, I get
things,
that part.
and without permission and for self gain. So that's what they got him on. That was like
Okay. So it's not a fact that they were actually making it and everything like that. It's the fact that they were making it on government property.
Yeah, government property where it wasn't allowed. Also, yeah, it's like
We'll just move operation.
why was he doing it in a sewage treatment facility, man?
Toilet
I want them to test one of the jugs and be like, if you drink this, like you might die because of how filled with shit.
I've always wanted to taste like actual moonshine, not like the store brand moonshine, but like
the one that'll make you go blind.
Yeah.
The 200 proof moonshine.
Now, anytime that I have like a little bit of whiskey and my face goes, but I can only assume that I'll be fine with moonshine.
Everyone who's listening to the audio, picture the face of someone just sucked on a warhead.
Or with women. Yeah.
Yeah. But you told them that it was going to be like a sweet tart, so they were expecting a totally different flavor. So yeah, 62-year-old supervisor who was working for the city for 15 years, never had any criminal charges, no background or anything. This is his first arrest, charged with a misdemeanor and a felony for the unlawful possession and illegally manufacturing of alcoholic beverage using an official position to gain for personal gain.
Alex, toilet wine.
Would you try it?
You like wine, right?
Yeah, wine's pretty good.
You drink wine.
I don't know that I drink toilet wine, though.
You wouldn't drink toilet wine.
No, not unless it was like on a clean new toilet, you know.
Like one straight off the Home Depot floor.
Should we
Yeah.
try to make toilet wine as a video?
No, because like it's super dangerous. Like the measurements
that's
are
fine.
like you could die.
That's fine.
Also takes like a month and a half to curate.
That's fine.
Wait, so what do you do in the toilet whenever the wine's...
Yeah, take us step by step on the process of how to make toilet wine.
Sugar-
Don't do it though. But like,
Sugar, yeast, and fruit.
mm-hmm.
Seal it up, mix it together, squish it all up, seal it,
Okay.
and leave it.
Okay.
And then it.
So why can't we do this?
Because why would we?
Why wouldn't
We can just buy a bottle of $8 Aldi wine. It's going to be 10 times
Dude,
better.
the Aldi's wine are $2.50. Don't even put that $8 name tag on them, and they're
Sorry.
damn
They'll
good.
think they're worth it.
They're damn good.
No, I'm just saying we could do it as a video, and then we could try it. Try our toilet wine. The can't sit still toilet wine.
But there's no toilet involved. It's just hooch. That's what it is.
Well, I'm just saying we could put it. We could do it in the toilet. I have a toilet.
We're not doing it in your toilet.
Studio audience. I'm getting a no from the studio audience. I'm getting.
Thankfully.
All right, whatever. What flavor would you want it to be? If we did do it,
I don't know if like you pick the flavors that way. Grape is
You
that
just
like
throw a shit ton of grapes in there. You just throw a shit ton of apples
what about
in there.
peach? Could we do peach?
grapefruit?
Peach is okay, but it's too damn
Dude,
sweet.
I've had homemade peach wine. Oh, I hope it wasn't in this toilet. One of my dad's buddies just brought over peach wine one day. It tasted like he accidentally gave us the piss bottle that he'd been using. Like it did. Like I think he accidentally gave us the wrong because it tasted terrible.
Yeah, peach is just too sweet. I don't know.
All right, so no peach. I mean, what? Blueberry,
Blueberry would be alright.
I'd mess up a blueberry wine.
right?
Yeah.
So are we at blueberries now instead of grape, or what are we at?
What about grape and blueberry?
Dude, mix it together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
We have multiple toilets.
Shut up. I'm right here. I have the best answer. Cotton candy grapes.
Okay.
How well do you think that's going to translate to wine, though?
Fuck.
And then not only that, I'm not a huge fan of cotton candy grapes.
Dude,
So.
cotton
course
candy
you
grapes
are.
are so good,
I
man.
don't taste the cotton candy. Everyone else does. I just don't.
He had COVID. He had COVID.
No,
He just
I
wasn't testing
have.
it. Oh no. That's all I have for that story. So let's continue on. Did I only write 4 stories? I feel like I'm missing a story here.
I think you really expected us to really jump on the first two.
No, I think he just came underprepared because it's Christmas week.
It's almost like he was having Christmas or something.
Yeah.
It's almost like he Christmased it. All right, so let's talk about the best thing to come out of the new relief bill from Congress. Going to try and keep this not too political, but basically this bill has been mishandled completely from the entire A to B by a bunch of evil corporate politicians. But we're not going to get political.
Are we going to talk about the copyright law they're
Sounds
trying
like
to
we
throw
just
in there?
did.
Do you want to talk about the copyright law, please, to fill time?
So,
For the love of God, please.
so like, refresh my memory. Isn't it that they're trying to make it illegal to like stream or like record any gameplay whatsoever from?
Basically, any MCDA, is that what it's called?
I don't know.
The claims.
DMCA.
MCA claims. So if you accidentally have a song, if you illegally stream
they're
a
trying
fight,
to make it a felony.
it's a felony now.
Yeah, they're trying to actually throw people in jail for playing a song on like a live stream or something.
Yeah, that's the.
It's so ridiculous.
And here's the thing: I hope it
We're
doesn't go.
fucked.
Hope it doesn't go the way the YouTube, because the way the YouTube copyright works is, you can make a song. The parody laws protect so much things that get claimed on YouTube, and you go parody, and they just go nah. Parody law is a real thing, protected by the federal courts, and should be respected a lot more than it actually is. So the way YouTube works is, let's say on this episode, Jacob plays a song. Future Jacob, don't play any songs. But a company that says that kind of sounds like our song, or that's a parody of our song, they claim it. The company claims it. And then every penny that's made from that video, we make no pennies, goes directly to them now because they claimed that's our song. You then put in something saying, no, that's actually my song, or it's original, or it falls under parody. It doesn't go to YouTube or a third party to approve. It goes to that company. So 90% of the time, the company just goes no and keeps the money and keeps making the money. You can submit another request a third time or second time, and if it gets denied again, still going to the same company, then you take a strike on your channel, 3 strikes, and your channel gets taken down. Dude, that's crazy. Like,
Copyright
that's
laws are so ass backwards
that's so
in this
bad.
country.
So basically, this 5,593 page, $2.3 million bill that was submitted just hours before the vote, because corporate politicians are corrupt and criminals and basically are trying to push their own narrative, have made it so that we, the American people, get $600 in pocket change. Sorry, not going to get political. And basically spitting in our face and wishing us the best of luck, not getting political. But they have finally liberated the American people. One thing that has been on my mind, and I'm sure you guys have heard me bring it up time and time again, that this needs to change, is that now we, the American people, can impersonate Smokey the Bear without being charged in federal court.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Dude,
very
I've been
important.
talking about it for years,
God.
going, dude, you know how much I want to impersonate Smokey the Bear, but I'll go to prison.
Do it right now.
Yeah.
Only you can stop forest fires.
That's actually not bad. That's
wasn't
pretty
bad.
good.
So, I've been working on it, but only in my house alone.
Oh, you've been working on it before?
Oh, you're so well. You know what?
My
I mean,
phone
No, I haven't.
He's good actually.
Stop.
He's
No,
good.
it's
He's
not
good.
illegal anymore.
Yeah, he's good.
So basically, previously, people who impersonated Smokey the Bear without government permission would face criminal charges. But the new bill, meant for aid during a pandemic, has overturned this for some reason.
Well, they kind of did way too much than what they were not.
Well, that's because
not to get political.
Not to get political. We're not getting political.
To get political.
No one's
but
getting
they
political.
did like 90 things when they should have really been focusing on like 3.
Yeah.
And they were just like, well, if we're going to be here and we're going to be doing shit, let's do all of the shit.
That's how it always works, because they were like, the American people want us to pass that bill. What are they going to do without that $5?
Or that Smokey the
Not
Bear?
to get political.
We're not getting political, everyone. This is totally non-bipartisan.
Okay, if it was non-bipartisan, then it would be partisan. So that would mean it would be political, because then you would be picking a side.
So let's talk about why these bastards.
Let's talk about the Bears.
The Bears, yeah.
The Bears.
So Smokey the Bear, is he a grizzly bear? Is he a brown bear? A black
He's a
bear?
fictional bear. Let me just
What
tell
kind
you
of
that.
bear would Smokey the Bear be?
What kind of bear? Okay, hold on.
He's probably grizzly. The most marketable.
Yeah, but do we have many grizzlies in the U.S.?
I'm sure there's a few.
Like Montana, but is that really
Okay,
a state at the end
what
of the
bear
day?
do you think he is? He's a brown bear.
Probably.
So
American black bear.
Is he
he's
American?
an
black?
American black bear.
Smoking is a black bear, American black bear.
He's brown.
Lives
though.
in the United States along with brown grizzly. Huh? He's what? He's brown?
He's brown. Not a black. A black bear's like black.
I don't think anybody can hear. I don't think anybody can hear you, babe. You can't argue with Delavan right now. This is SmokeyBear.com claims that he's an American black bear.
Hold on. Okay, so
That would
Isn't
make
he-
sense,
wait,
'cause don't
isn't
they have
he
a lot
like
of
a
black bears in like
government
California
bear?
and stuff?
What?
Don't they have a lot of black bears in like California and stuff? Isn't that why? Because that was like the big forest fire area, and still kind
Are
of is.
there black bears?
I think there are.
I'm like 99%.
Yeah, I'm
sure.
pretty sure.
Yeah, because it's on their flag,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I don't know about
I don't know
that.
that,
but
no.
I do know that there's. At least I believe.
If you
there's
came
black
for an
bears.
informed podcast, this was the wrong place.
Yeah.
Between
Funny and informative.
between
We're not
30,000
doing neither.
Yeah.
Between 30,000 and 40,000 of two subspecies of black bear are recognized in California.
Are recognized?
So
There's bears that aren't recognized.
Yeah, but they don't have the right licensing. They don't have the right permits. It's wrong. So basically, let's go back
I
to.
just feel like he's super poorly drawn if he's supposed to be a black bear.
I agree. Let it go is
No,
what my
man.
wife just whispered.
Look at the picture. I'm just saying.
Deep dive into Smokey's regulations show that he keeps a tight ship. This is a quote from... What did I read this on? The Guardian. Those interested in using the character for any commercial endeavors must be licensed by the feds, and the purpose must further wildfire prevention. Without that license, Smokey, any of the things that you do with his likeness, you're at risk of a lawsuit, basically. So here are some of the rules from the official Smokey the Bear guideline provided by... No, this is from reason.com. What did I read on The Guardian? It doesn't matter.
The last story.
Oh, that's true. Yes, you're right. Let's see. So if given the green light for costume usage appropriate, the government-approved forum, you better believe that Smokey's experts... Smokey expects only the best. Do not speak while you're in costume. You must be led by you have to have a helper. You have to have a uniformed escort who has to be dressed like
State trooper.
See,
No.
So live likeness is what you're looking at, not like a cartoon likeness. What about cartoons? Because remember Brickleberry?
Well, this isn't this.
Because they did a thing with Smokey the Bear on that.
But this is specifically so that anybody can portray him, Disneyland style, Mickey Mouse head.
Yeah, so it is
I'm
a
a bear.
live likeness. Then.
Yeah, this doesn't cover cartoons.
Okay, that's.
I think if you're still trying to use cartoons, I think the parody law might help. But if you're trying to sell any merchandise, I think they're still going to get you.
Yeah.
You have to be led by a escort who's dressed as a
National park.
Yeah, national park
worker.
and they have to guide him by the elbow. You're not allowed to talk.
Wait, so I can't hold hands with Smokey
No,
the
you
Bear?
cannot hold hands with Smokey the Bear. That is very clear that you have to lead them by the elbow.
So really, you just you can look like him. That's all there is. You can't really speak. You can't do anything besides look like him.
And the only thing that he's allowed to do is basically stand next to a sign that says only you can prevent forest fires. Because that's how, that's what they say, that he can still only be used to prevent forest fires or spread awareness of forest fires.
I feel like they're really limiting this bear's potential. Like if he was doing fucking backflips on a motorcycle or something and saying like you can only prevent forest fires, and it was like drawing it as he was.
Wait a
doing
second.
backflips.
Wait a second. Didn't we have this conversation on episode 3?
I don't know.
Didn't we talk about Smokey?
That was a long time
episode
ago.
three?
Yeah, I think we did.
Because I remember you said
Yeah.
that before. You said that they're
God, we're
limiting.
to a point where we're repeating
You
ourselves.
said that before. I'm pretty sure we've talked about Smokey the Bear before.
Is this where I say JJ should insert a clip from episode 3?
I'm not doing that. I thought let's talk about. Do you guys like toilets in Japan?
Well, all right.
You're
So essentially, they're giving you the right to be able to do all this stuff, but then also saying, but you can't do this, or this, and you can just look like him, but you're free reign. Go for it.
I should note this is all pre-law, so some of this stuff would either go out the window or be rewritten.
So post all we can do kickflip.
You could probably do a kickflip, and you could probably go like, "Hey, dudes, how rad is it to not smoke in the woods with your friends?
What if
Don't
it
start
was-
forest fires."
What if he was on one of those fucking razor scooters and hit his ankle and stuff? And it was like, this is what happens when you guys start forest fires.
This hurts, but you know what else hurts? The economic danger that is a forest fire.
Yeah, like that would be so much better for.
He pulls up a chair and he sits backwards and he goes, "Listen, we all been kids before. We all like, this is in California, we all like smoking a joint with our friends, with our buds out in the woods. But you can't do that anymore, guys. One ash could cause 100,000 acres of damage.
Especially in our drought.
It hasn't rained in 7 years in California.
No, if
if
you
you ask
hang on, I'm
anyone in
gonna go
LA.
hang 10 guys. Just walks off.
Hang 10, he's surfing now. Look
You
at all
just
this
get one guy
water.
that's like really, really.
We're making
old.
this bear do everything.
He's the new Chuck E. Cheese mascot.
Oh my god,
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Yeah.
He's on vacation. Smokey the Bear steps in. One of the last rules was that the Smokey the Bear, whoever was in it, had to have a clean private dressing room for taking off and putting on the costume.
How clean's clean?
I don't know. No forest fires anywhere near.
Okay, that makes sense. Uh-oh, I left my cocaine out.
Do you think Australia has a Smokey the Bear, but instead it's like
Let's see.
Ashy the kangaroo or something like that?
They probably
Kangaroos
fucking do
again.
now after the
Yeah.
beginning of this year. Australia.
Wait, no, I'm not gonna do the LC. Alex, you're our Australian accent.
No,
What would be your slogan?
no.
All right, Jacob, what would be your slogan?
Sam the Rescue Koala.
Sam the Rescue
Oh,
Koala.
okay.
Koalas are
What's
so
his slogan?
Disgusting.
Sam the Rescue Koala.
Okay, he doesn't have a message. He just exists.
I'm clicking. We're in here. We're in.
It
here.
makes sense because he's a koala, and koalas are stupid as shit.
Exactly.
Smooth brains. No think.
Of course, then again, kangaroos are dicks. So, I mean, they're
Yeah,
just
but
going to be
they're
like,
cool.
go ahead, cause the fires. I don't
You know,
fucking
we got to
care.
say the line. Can we box a kangaroo? That's all we want to do.
Do you guys know how
We
jacked
can't.
an adult kangaroo is? Like,
We can't box a
Imagine if you
kangaroo.
drained out a whole Olympic-sized swimming
We'll
pool
get
and just
one
put a
hit
bunch
in.
of kangaroos in there.
Yeah, we'll get one hit and then done. We'll be out.
Yeah.
What if we took them together, though?
No, we'd still.
No? You don't
Still
think?
lose.
You really?
Yes.
Okay.
We are not in our peak form right now.
I don't think I've ever had a peak form.
It's definitely not this.
mine was.
It's been just a lot of hills.
Mine was 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
College.
Was it?
Sam the rescue koala. Here we go.
All right. What?
Oh, it's dead.
Oh, no. Well, it could be a kangaroo now.
Okay. Well.
We're here to regretfully inform you of the passing of Sam the koala.
Was it this year? I swear to God, if it was this year, fuck you,
It
2020.
was in 2009. It was
Oh, okay.
11 years
Oh
ago.
my god! How old was that first article?
Oh, you know what? How old was that first article? Hold on.
Jesus.
He died 11 years
Oh,
ago.
man.
This was in 2009. Oh, no. If I would have read the whole article, it even says in there, that it passed. So this article was for the passing of Sam the koala.
Okay.
Oh, man.
All right. So, Sam the rescue koala, he's gone.
It was a female.
She. Okay. No. All right. So, who takes its place?
Let's see. Lenny, the poisonous spider.
What about you?
What about the huntsman spider?
Kangaroo
I feel
Jack.
like that would be more like.
Is it Kangaroo Jack?
Purpose Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah. All right.
He's not doing anything else right now, is he?
He has to have a movie in like, oh man, what year did that come out? 2005?
Earlier than that, I think.
Are you just saying all this stuff so you have to Google it to.
Fill time. Yeah.
We still have It's All in the Title, Sam, 2003 segment, so we still have a little bit. We still have a little bit more. Kangaroo Jack, starring Anthony Anderson and
We don't-
Jerry
we don't need to
McConnell.
do this.
We
And
know the
Chris
kangaroos,
Walken.
dude. That's all we need.
Who's got? No, take
It's
your
time
time.
for me to wake up.
Take your time, Delvin. It's 5:30.
5:30 in the
5:30 in the afternoon. This is when Delvin wakes up. Usually
On
go.
Saturdays.
Wait, what? Is that for real? Is that what that timer's for? Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm going to cut this out or not. Probably not.
What do you do the rest of the day? Sleep? Oh, I guess sleep. I guess.
No, I usually work and do shit.
But then what's the timer
what's the
for
alarm
if you're doing shit?
Because then I'm sleeping whenever I get home from doing shit. Because you said, what are you doing the rest of the day?
So what do you do at 5:31?
I just get up and do, you know?
All right.
I don't know. Dishes, clean the house. Really hate my life, you know?
Worry about your internet connection not being able to download that game.
Probably. It's going to be my entire
do you,
Sunday.
Do you guys want to go really slowly through the It's All in the Title segment?
I can.
We're in a pretty good time now. Actually.
Yeah,
Are we?
we're yeah.
All right, well, let's do
You
this.
filled in enough bullshit to be able to get us probably to the end.
Thank God. Oh, man. I'm sure if I go home right now on my computer, there's probably like 3 open news stories that I was like, oh, I did have more. I just forgot to read them. Anyway, Ram 2500 drivers have the most DUIs, more than twice the national average.
I was
makes
saying
sense.
saying this to Delvin the other day because he drives a 2500 pickup
Do
truck.
you? Do you have a DUI?
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, you don't. Don't put that out there.
No, I
That's not
totally
true.
do.
No,
That's
because
not
did you read the
true.
whole thing? It said they're more likely to be like assholes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know, because if you have like a smaller truck, you're just a normal guy who needs like a truck bed, or if you have a super big
like
truck,
a big. Then you're
like
probably
a
using
farmer
it.
or someone who's like using it constantly. But if
Yeah.
you have the middle size, it's just because you have a small penis and you want to show off. You know,
That's totally me.
Exhibit A.
This looks really bad. I was looking at it. Like a 95 F350 the other day, a dually, and I was like, because I loved it, dude. It was awesome, man. It was so clean.
What are you going to use it for?
yeah, well,
I don't know, man. I just want a truck.
You live in town.
I don't want to anymore.
Don't live. Oh, yeah.
I told I have a friend who works for the local internet company. I said if you can get fiber out to my old family farm, I'll move back in tomorrow. Because he's laying fiber, and I was like, just fucking can you steal about like 10 miles of fiber cable and lay it for
Jesus,
me?
10 miles.
run it real fast.
I was like, I hate it here in town. I hate it here.
I want to go
I
home.
want to go home. I miss the farm. We could just
Your
do
commute
anything.
would be terrible though.
Yeah, it would be. It would be an hour and 10 minutes to work.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
No,
No, it's not worth
it's
it.
not at all. But I do agree with you. Move out of town. Fuck that town.
Yeah, I hate that town, man. They keep ticketing me for nothing. I don't want to get into it.
We're not getting political.
We're not getting political.
We're not getting political.
Mike Pence makes the announcement that the Space Force soldiers are now officially called Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Could
the
definitely tell the direction that one was going.
Seems a little too cheesy.
Yeah.
Guardians.
Fly.
What happened to his fly?
Yeah.
Probably just flying around, eh?
I don't know. It's probably dead by now. Actually, they only last like 3 days.
How long do crickets live for?
Too long. Too fucking long.
You told me there was like 14 to 18
Yeah.
days. You looked it up 'cause you were just gonna wait them out.
I tried.
Oh man, what a perfect time for COVID for you to have a cricket in your apartment. Oh man,
right.
anti-diarrhea drugs drives cancer cells to cell death. Here's the thing, that's a really interesting title. But when I opened up the article, it wasn't a news article; it was a scholarly journal, and I'm a historian, so none of that meant anything to me.
Did you just not read the abstract?
Yeah, why
You can
didn't
get
you?
90% of the
I
information
didn't
from
read
the abstract.
No, I didn't read it.
Or just the conclusion at the very end.
Well,
Did you
I
never read
usually
a
do
scholarly
both.
journal?
No, not a scientific one. I've read scholarly journals. Just not. It's had a lot of buzzwords.
It's the same thing.
No.
No, actually, I just read the abstract and then the conclusion.
No, but like they still
And
had
that gives
big
you
words.
most of the
They
shit.
still had big words.
Look up the big words.
Like hemoglobin or whatever.
That's just your blood.
I didn't know. You guys want to talk about the Civil War?
No.
Not to get political.
How is it that
Shut up.
I'm
Hey,
the only one here without a
I'll
degree.
make you go inside. Get out of here.
Why did you say it like that?
Because you're laughing at me.
Just why you say it like that?
Why is it that I'm the only one here that doesn't have a college degree, but yet I don't
'Cause you're lazy.
find this is hard?
Boom roasted.
Continuing on.
Yes, I'm lazy.
The diarrhea medicine made these cells sort of clump up and made something like they just died.
That's pretty cool.
And you wouldn't shoot
Did you
yourself
try
while
that?
you were doing it.
No, I didn't.
Did you shoot
Oh,
yourself
okay.
a lot?
No. I had the opposite problem.
Now that you work at our company, I told my boss about your cancer because it comes up, and I
comes
told him
up
that
everywhere.
your favorite snack pre-cancer was like goldfish, but it's not goldfish; it's off-brand goldfish.
Yeah,
It's gold
whales.
whales.
I get it.
Yeah.
And you said you didn't like them because the chemo changes your taste buds. I think he bought you some just to be a dick.
That's pretty good.
He was like, "Do you think he'd laugh?" I was like, "He probably would. He probably eat them."
I probably would, yeah.
Do they still taste different or?
No, they're better. It comes back after a while. You know, it's just weird for like when you're actually
Did
doing
it kind of
so.
suck during it that you're like, man, the thing that I used to love is just
I just
it's
didn't
shit
eat
to me
anything that I liked really, really much. Like,
Your doctor really nailed that into your head. He was like, "Don't eat your favorite foods for the next 9 months."
well, it wasn't the doctor; it was like the nurses that took care of me. But yeah, they were like, "Yeah, don't eat anything that you really like, or you will hate yourself afterwards."
That's
I was like,
crazy,
okay.
man. That's weird. Let's see.
now. Okay, so I don't like the way I said that.
Are we doing a Q&A? What is this?
Actually,
I
yes,
don't know.
I do have a question for you.
I have a question
What
too.
food did you eat a lot whenever?
A lot of soup.
just
A lot of stuff
soup?
that's easy to get down.
What's the restaurant that opened when? What is it? Chicken World. What's it called?
Chick-fil-A.
No, the other one. What's the chicken place?
What?
What's
There's
the
so many chicken
place? I'm
places.
losing my fucking chicken mind right over here. What was the Rick Ross? Wingstop.
Yeah,
There's so many chicken places, Jacob. So many.
but they don't all serve the same purpose. Let's not get on that topic.
Eventually, we have to.
No.
Eventually, we do.
What are you doing? What are you doing over there? Okay. I mean, we're here. You don't have to look through the camera to see us. I have a question about chemotherapy.
Okay,
Your hair didn't fall out.
some of it did.
Okay. Did
Just not where we.
Did you notice any like hair south of the border coming out?
No,
No, none of that.
Essentially the
Didn't
same
have many
question.
problems. No, it was all mine. I was lucky, and mine just like thinned. I think I have like a even like stronger widow's peak now because of it. But
Interesting.
and then the radiation killed some of the hair like here and here, but that was like it. So
You look good with a beard.
You do.
yeah, I know.
I only have one topic left. How are we doing on time?
I told you before. We're
Yeah.
Well,
done,
where are we
so
at now?
we're like
By the
45
time that I
minutes.
have to,
45 minutes.
look, man, if I do
Jesus.
if I do the outro, that's gonna be 15 minutes in and of itself.
Well, this is the season finale, so we can just shoot around. This is what it's like for us being friends.
No, it's not. We aren't friends.
Come on, man.
We are.
I was gonna hang out for a while after this, so if we're not friends, I need to kind of replan my night. Did you bring my Christmas present?
Hey, did you
Yeah,
bring mine?
actually.
No, it's on Amazon. Do you want to know what it is?
Live?
On there.
Not on it. You'll love it.
I'm sure I will.
All right, we'll talk about it later.
If you got me, and I'm gonna love it.
Oh, come on, man. Aw. Ariana, do you want to get on camera? I gotta fill time. Trying to
No.
meet that hour requirement.
I mean, it's not a requirement.
Yeah.
It's a company. It's in the company handbook.
We have a handbook?
You haven't read my handbook?
Oh, shoot me your handbook.
It just says fuck bitches, get money. It has to be an hour long.
How is it that
Alex
I've heard
is
this
optional.
4 times this week.
What?
Fuck bitches get money I've heard it 4 times this week.
Because it's a good code to live by.
Yeah, but 4 times in 1 week, that seems like a lot.
Someone's trying to send you a message. God's trying to let you know that you're doing something wrong. You're getting money, but maybe monogamy isn't your choice. Maybe that's not where you should be going.
Cut it.
Cut that? I'm not going to cut that.
No, I'm just the episode. We're done.
Oh, no. You guys want to hear the last topic?
Go.
Yeah, let's
Main man with chainsaw steals McDonald's meal and chases the manager in the parking lot with the said chainsaw.
As you would do.
3:30 in the afternoon.
I got nothing to add to that. I think that just perfectly encapsulates itself.
Portland, Maine.
What type of chainsaws?
I didn't say.
Was it a steel? Was it a
What kind of man?
Wolverine?
White. Looked about
They're
mid-20s.
They're in
Okay.
Maine. What do you think?
It's like 6 black people up there.
God damn it.
Do you think it'd be funny if
What about the manager?
my manager, I assume also white, if we're being honest.
Jacob,
Do you think it would be
more
funny
descriptive?
if Portland, Maine also made like a Portland Trailblazers, but like a
I don't think they have enough people to fill a stadium, dude.
well, no,
Sure
it doesn't
they
have to be
do.
a whole state, just like a high school league. Like if the high schoolers
What if they
were
made
just the
like
Trailblazers,
Isn't there like a Portlandia show? What if they made their version of that?
but it's Portlandia and then comma Maine.
But they're just all lobster fishing the entire episodes. It's just Deadliest Catch with a different.
But with
name.
Maine and
Yeah.
less harsh seas.
Yeah.
It's pretty quiet here, you know.
It's not the Bering Sea. This could be a lot worse. Yeah, no, we get Dish on this boat. Like we get DirecTV.
Yeah.
So 3:30 in the afternoon, this guy's tweaking. Didn't say he was on drugs. The article was about 5 sentences long, so that's why it's in the title segment. Because I tried getting more
Did he get
information
him?
about it. Yeah, they went to his apartment.
No, I'm sorry. Did he get the food?
No, he stole it. Well, I mean, he did get it. He stole it. He stole a soda and a burger.
How he got it? I don't care. I just want to know that he got it.
He got it. He got a burger. And a
I mean,
soda.
he earned it when you think about it. And it's a lot of work.
A
just
burger
to-
and a drink from McDonald's is what, like $5?
Yeah.
Probably
And
less.
and they
it's a
are
$1
definitely-
soda, and if you just get the $1 burger, that's $2.
Look, they're definitely
Is the
taught.
I thought the dollar menu was dead.
In Maine, it might not be.
dollar menu's not dead.
There's a
thought it
dollar.
was like
There's the $1, $2,
$1.25.
$3 menu. So you have a $1 menu, $2
Yeah.
menu.
I haven't been inside a McDonald's in forever. Well,
don't have to be.
Some of us are healthy. Some of us aren't sad and eat their feelings. How about you shut the hell up, man? You thought about that? You ever thought about bragging and how it
we
affects
don't
others?
have a McDonald's in our hometown where I'm living, so
I heard the Subway closed.
they did.
That's
It did.
hilarious, man.
No, I was actually going to add to that is that I know that McDonald's employees are definitely taught whatever they're going to take, just let them take
Dude,
it.
that's every place,
But
man.
yeah, I know. And so why this guy didn't just immediately go, yeah, here you go, instead of getting chased around the fucking parking lot.
Well, I
Probably
think what
ego
the
thing.
problem was, from what I gathered, is I think the dude took it upon himself to go back in the kitchen and grab the shit.
Make his
and
own
they were
shit.
trying to shoo him out. And then he somehow was chasing him out of the store. And then he was like, have I told you, chainsaw? And then started chasing the manager.
How do you hide a chainsaw?
Well, like you hide anything else.
Plant it in a truck bed? Maybe an Ram 2500. Forgot what it was. I forgot what truck it
Yeah,
was.
You got
but
a DUI
my-
on the way there too.
But that's, I mean, the other dude robbed the McDonald's with a gun, and that makes sense.
He didn't even rob him. He just got mad.
No,
was
he
it-
robbed him. He got
I'm,
the- he
oh,
got
I'm
the
referring to
milkshake.
the she because she didn't get an extra sauce. And so she pointed the gun at him.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm talking about the dude that got the milkshake. Robbed him with the gun, which makes sense. Chainsaw seems,
It's too bulky.
yeah. How do you hide
It's
it?
just too much work to get it in there.
That dude's a fucking magician. He's just, ha ha!
I mean, it's not
Like
like
a
it's not making
cartoon,
money
like when
being
like
a
Wacko from the Animaniacs pulls a hammer out.
And then not only that is he's like, and another one.
2
And then
chainsaws.
just like sits there and chases the
Now
guy.
I can't even hold
yeah.
the burger. The burger's on the floor.
What
That's
if you have
fun.
the chainsaws like nunchucks?
You ever seen that guy?
Could you imagine?
That'd be pretty cool.
Could you imagine?
You ever seen that guy who talk about like in the early 2000s? He was a professional juggler. If you could ever find such any better of a career, that's the top tier. He was a professional juggler and he got hired to juggle chainsaws in a commercial. So he spent weeks first, like he juggled chainsaws without anything on it, without them running. Then he juggled them without the chains on it, but with the engine running, just kind of get used to it. And then he did it with chains on it, not running. And then he did it fully, chainsaw spinning and everything. And then when he got to the shoot, they said, we're just going to put the sound in post. Like, no, there's not. And he brought his own. And they were like, we have our own here, and they're like stunt chainsaws. They weren't even real. So now he does like stand up or like motivational speaking, whatever you do with a title like that.
I don't know that
with a juggling degree.
Yeah, motivational speaking is a chainsaw juggler's like.
I saw
climb any mountain.
You remember the evolution of dance? That viral video from like 2008. Anybody? Oh, come on, man. It's super popular, dude. It's got like 170 million views.
If you play it, we might get demonetized.
I won't.
We don't make any money on YouTube videos anyways.
But it will take us down.
Yeah, but
It'll mute my audio.
Yeah.
And honestly, it might be better.
All right, how many has it got? It's a State Farm commercial. 308 million views. You guys haven't seen this guy do dancing. We'll watch it later. Stop, State
we
Farm.
won't.
Stop.
Hey, Jake's a good guy.
Jake from State Farm.
Dude, the new Jake, hot as shit.
Is it the black one?
Yeah. That dude's.
He's got big Chad energy.
Yeah.
You know.
You think? Whoa,
Yeah.
what
No,
about
I don't see that at all.
Well, like a good Chad. You know. He respects.
I've never
women.
met a good Chad.
That's not true.
You met a couple of good Chucks.
I wouldn't call him a Chuck.
This is not a normal episode. My wife doesn't watch the podcast. She's much like Alex. She'll watch it when she feels like it. This isn't normal. Yeah, it's
No, I've
also,
never met a good
she's
Chad.
burying herself in a hoodie right now because it's 13 degrees in this garage.
Very cold.
I've known 3, and all of them cried constantly.
Chad,
Just about
you've
random
known
shit.
3 Chads?
Yeah.
I cry all the time.
No,
too.
I don't know if I've known a single Chad.
All of mine were through baseball.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
They all had
and
2500s and DUIs.
And cried every time that they weren't allowed to do shit that they wanted to do.
It's a normal human response.
I want to crank dingers, but they keep striking me out.
Well, no. The one story I have is that the coach came out to take him out after pitching 2 innings because he was getting lit up, and he just cried the entire time and threw a tantrum out on the mound. And it's like, dude,
What's the
of
age range
all
we're dealing with
places?
36.
His life was in the outfield. This was a friendly game.
No, he had to be like 15, 16, something like that.
It's too old to be crying. Man, it's too old to be crying.
Well, he's a coach's son, so
Oh my God, coach's kids. Ooh.
yeah, pretty much. So he cried out on the mound, and then everybody just made fun of him. Like, so he stopped playing baseball. Kind of a sad story at the end of it all, but
Yeah.
you might know him. I doubt you do.
I don't know anymore.
If you don't know a Chad, then I'm pretty sure he doesn't know this one Chad.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, are we
I
good?
think we're wrapping.
What are we at on time?
Enough for
we're
me to
good.
be able to pad to get us to an hour. Because it's definitely going to take us 6 minutes for me to do
I'm
this outro.
cold.
I'm going to put in two sponsors this week.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What if we uploaded an episode to Anchor of 5-minute podcast, but we put 7 fucking like ads in? Do you think Anchor would realize that there's 7 ads, or would they pay us 7
I
times
feel like
the
they
money?
just pay us for one.
They'd pay us
ad.
for one.
Yeah, let's not do that then.
Let's not talk about this right now. Hey, everybody. Thank you for listening to the last episode of Can't Sit Still, probably ever, because
No.
this episode has just been ooh.
Minimal effort.
Yeah, we can only hope.
Nah, every which way has been wrong. That being said, though, we did mention, obviously, the last episode for this season, season 1. And you guys have any fun things to say
Hey,
about season 1? What was your favorite? What was your favorite part of season 1?
The toilets in Japan.
His is toilets in Japan.
the Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter was
That was a good rant.
That was probably the
That was
creme
one of
de
your
la
better
creme.
rants from this year, honestly, and it happened on podcast, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, very true.
Got it recorded.
And he has
everyone,
a lot of rants.
He does.
Everyone who hasn't listened to that one episode, I don't know what episode number it is, but it's titled "The Great Potter Debate,"
Yeah.
which is not it wasn't a news story. You just
No.
brought it in.
Yeah. I'd probably say that I would actually how you would fake kill yourself.
Everyone's
That
favorite was the Gator. Your dumb
Yeah.
Gator
Yeah, that was
escape.
pretty great.
Yeah. So we are planning on being back for season 2. We have some things that we're trying to get worked out now that might
Like
be,
if we call it
might
season
be
two or
pretty
not.
cool.
We're not doing any sketches.
Yes, we are.
That's not what we're referring to. This time we're actually referring to something that's actually going to happen because someone other than the 3 of us is in charge of it. And Delvin's bringing back the hugely popular Nuggets of Nothing podcast.
So popular. Yeah. Been trying to figure out how it is that we can get that done where I can have rotating guests so that I'm not just stealing everybody from this podcast. So now that I kind of have a way to be able to do that and different guests that I could possibly be using, we're going to be bringing it back, and it should be very interesting. But we are planning on doing some other things that should be a lot of fun, and that's what we're going to be taking our 2-week hiatus, just figuring out a way to make everything here better and how to grow.
And I think we still might post something. If you check the TikTok, we'll probably be posting something on TikTok. If you check the YouTube channel, I'll probably post maybe a video next week in the stead. That way, there's nothing coming out. I might post something on the pod. I might post like a nice 5-minute Jacob only podcast just to say, because you outnumber me now. You've been on more podcasts than me, and I don't like that. So we might post some stuff. We just won't be doing the podcast for a couple weeks. That way we can try and get something figured out, because now there's a new mic. The camera application has changed every episode.
We're getting a guy named Mike.
Hopefully we get a heated room.
No, that's not going to happen. It's just,
I'm gonna work
stick it
on
out till May.
I'm going to work it out. I'm going to figure out how it is that we can get some heat going on in here. This is after podcast stuff.
Ariana, you want to say anything? You want to come on?
Everybody, thank you very much for watching the usual bullshit. We would love to be able to hear from you for Season 2. So if you want to send us some news stories that may be going on in the 2 weeks that we're going to be gone, please send us some news stories. You could do that to @can'tsitstillpod@gmail.com.
Or just text me. Most of you have my number.
Or just text him. Or you can tweet at us on Twitter at @can'tsitstillpod. And also go and watch our buddy Caius' stream at HipsterCaius on twitch.tv. And we're going to be doing some streaming. Well, Jacob and I will be doing some streaming. Probably not, because he's very apathetic towards it.
It's up to her, really. She said yes.
Everybody, thank you for listening. And hope to see you back next season.
Bye.
See you next season. Maybe.